Hello everyone, welcome back to Indiana Kayak Fishing Journal. Today is Sunday, December the 8th. I'm in Northwest Indiana. I'm going to be doing some steelhead fishing today. I'm going to try to cover as much water as I can, throw in my trusty spinner and maybe a few other lures depending. And like I said, just covering as much water as I can to try to get into some fish. Now last week when Kelly and I were up here, it didn't seem like there was a lot of fish in the creek. She did catch that one small one that I made that video out of, and then we only had one other chance where the fish actually had the lure in its mouth and just didn't get hooked. So kind of a slow day last week, so hopefully today will be a little bit better, but you never know. So stay tuned, we'll see how it goes. Keep them under control. Keep them under control. It's a terrible spot. Oh my God. Okay, I got her. What a terrible place to catch a fish. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh, what an absolutely terrible place to catch a fish. She's beautiful though. I got her. She's in the net. I gotta figure out where to even go. I slid down here to get her, and I'm gonna have a hard time getting back up. This log isn't solid, it just moves. Shoot. It's a pretty fish, dang. Yep, nice little hen. Shoot. I was hoping that log would stay, but it ain't gonna sit there. Oh man. Oh, what the hell am I gonna do? I should try to take this fish up there or something. No, come on. Come on. Nice little fish. Probably just a 2 or 3 pounder. She's not real big. Well, let's get her released. If you noticed in that last clip, I actually had a GoPro underwater filming some underwater footage of that steelhead and then the release of that steelhead. Now, unfortunately, while I was transferring the footage from my computer to an external hard drive and then back, during that transfer, 3 of the files from this day got corrupted and I was not able to recover them. So unfortunately, I lost some really cool footage of that fish getting released. I lost some footage of me holding the 2 fish that I caught on this day and it kind of explaining what had happened. But that's going to be some stuff that I'm going to try to do more of over the coming months and years, is try to get some more underwater footage and some different angles and some different shots for you guys to add to these videos. Cool as hell.
the jig. Yes. Awesome. Oh, shit. Just needed to find something she wanted to eat. Yes. Oh my God, that is amazing. The little jig gets it done, baby. Got him on that little pink and white jig that I tied. It's just basically a woolly bugger tied onto a jig head. And a beautiful little steelhead. Let's get him released. There he goes, little guy.
So what happened with that fish is that he tried to eat the spinner on one of my very first casts into this pool, and then on subsequent casts with spinners, I was not able to get him to come back. So what I did was snapped a spinner off, put a crankbait on, threw a crankbait through there quite a few times, didn't see him with that. So then I snapped that crankbait off, and then I put on a hand-tied jig and threw that in there, and I only threw it in there twice, and he ate it on the second cast, and I was able to land that fish. So as a tip, what you want to do, especially if you know that there's a fish in a hole, is you do not want to move on until you give that fish at least several different looks at different lures, different colors, all kinds of different things. Do everything you can to try to get that fish to bite because you know that fish is in that hole. All right, so here's what one of those jigs that I've tied looks like. Basically, this is a woolly bugger tied onto a jig head. So it's got a marabou tail, it's got a chenille body, and then that's wrapped with hackle. And then I painted the head on it black in this case. I've done a couple of different colors, a couple of different styles to try to see what works best on these steelhead. And over the last year, I've caught 4 fish on these little jigs. I never would have thought that was possible. I actually tied these up to float them under bobbers, but I haven't even tried to do that. All I've done is been twitching these in front of fish, and they seem to really like them. So it's another little trick to try.
All right, well, that's going to do it for the video today. Kind of a slow day. The only 2 fish that I saw all day today were the 2 fish that I caught, and then both of those fish were a little bit smaller than average, I would say. The one especially, the second one, was just a little jack male. He was only about maybe 22 inches long, but a decent little fish, and he gave me a fun fight, and it's always fun to catch a steelhead no matter how big they are or how small they are. The other one was a little bit bigger, probably twice the size of that first one, or the second one. It was probably about 4 pounds, so nice little fish. Caught it in a spot that always looks really good, and I've never pulled a fish there, and today it happened, so that's pretty cool too. Like I said, if you fish spots and never see any fish there, if it looks good, just keep trying. Eventually there'll be something there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you to everybody who likes, comments, subscribes, shares these videos. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one.